was not meant to happen. This could not happen. This is happening.
Welcome back to another episode of the Coach's Son podcast, here with my fellow co-hosts Stephen and James. Boys, how we feeling? Let's go to Steve first, checking in.
A little bit emotional the last couple of weeks, knowing that Son's left. It's been a bit hard, to be honest. But hey, Premier League's back this week, and I remember Spurs playing again, and they're going to destroy my weekend every single week. Can't wait. Buzzing.
Well, we got to go down memory lane a little bit with Nick coming on, at least. You got to talk about your mighty Spurs a little bit.
It was a little bit emotional. Just a little bit.
That's the Nick Montgomery episode that we recently posted, if anyone hasn't seen that yet. James, how we going? Come to
Fantastic, brilliant. Great to be back. Glad to be here, as always. But yeah, obviously, Sonny leaving kind of hasn't really hit me yet, but you see the montages, the compilations and stuff like that, and you go, it's going to be odd not to see him there each week. But then, yeah, look, Premier League is back. The memes are coming out. Probably the best one I've seen so far is, when they say that I can't wait for 11 grown men who are earning 100K a week who don't know who I am to ruin my whole weekend. And that's exactly what's going to happen every single week.
And I think the funny thing, it struck home when there was a photo of him and Hugo Lloris at the training centre. Oh, man. Bring him.
Guys, when you're listening, make sure you join our FPL competition. I think we've got close to 150 people already, which is fantastic.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, with this new format, now, obviously it's a head-to-head format, which means it's just like a Premier League. You match up against somebody else, you win, you get 3 points. It's going to keep you involved throughout the whole year. So it could be with 5 rounds to go, you only need 2 wins to come first. It's going to be tight. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be something to look forward to this year. So make sure you get your entries in. Obviously, the Premier League starts for in Australia 5 a.m. kickoff, I believe, on Saturday morning.
5 a.m. kickoff, correct.
If it's not, we've got our 20-1. Our predictions. We obviously saw how well it went last year. We're going to have a bold prediction from each of us. We're going to have our prediction for top goal scorer.
Top goal scorer, yep.
And maybe player of the season as well.
Maybe we'll see how we go. See how much time we got.
See how we go.
See if we're bothered.
Let's do it. I love doing this. It's good. It was a good time last time. I think a lot of people liked it.
Yeah, we did well.
Let's do it.
So we'll start obviously with the rankings.
We did well. I did well. Thank you very much.
We all did rubbish. You just did less rubbish.
Actually, I just want to say, obviously, first game of the season is Liverpool-Bournemouth. After Liverpool's performance, I don't think I want to even get up, watch it. They're disgusting.
No. But you will.
I want to.
But you will.
You're right. Yeah, that's right.
Because you want to see 4K, Stan Sports, 4K.
4K, that's
You want to see it.
Yes. No, not the sport anymore.
Yeah, welcome on board.
Actually, yeah, Bournemouth. I'll have to have a look where I've put them, actually. Well, let's go. 20th position. Start on the bottom, and we'll work our way up to the top.
All right.
Adam, who have you got 20th position?
You don't want it to be the 3 that have just been promoted. Sometimes it's hard to overlook that. So in 20th place, I've actually put Leeds coming up. I think they had a bit of shaky results towards the end of the championship at the end of last year. And they were also very close to sacking their coach toward the end of the year. So we're going to have to see what happens there. But I just don't think they have enough strength in numbers and quality coming up this year. So Leeds is my 20th place.
Stephen.
Leeds are always a bit shaky when it comes to the last 5 games of the championship. I've actually gone Leeds as well. Yeah, look, I think they've got a little bit of Premier League experience in their team, and as well as in their coach as well, who's been there. But I just think it's, it might be a bit too much for them, and I think they'll be going straight down.
Rounding it off with my 20th prediction.
Round it off, mate.
I've gone with Leeds.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. A surprise.
And watch Leeds rub it in our face.
I hope so.
No.
And rub it absolutely in our face. They're going to be making memes about us and posting us. We probably won't because
well,
but
There'll be like 3 clowns.
That'll be look at
these
these blokes.
idiots.
I hope
Well,
they do.
And I'll be
Three on
right.
three.
Southampton
Idiots.
said that last year, and look where they are. So, see you later.
Yeah, true.
So here we go.
They
Right,
they
there's
had
10
their
points.
memes ready. Southampton had their memes ready, but they were wrong.
So there we go.
All right. 19th. Adam, what are you thinking?
I've gone with
What are you thinking?
what am I going with? I'm going with Burnley.
Wow.
They did exceptionally well in regards to clean sheets and conceding goals last year, but I think that also came down to James Trafford being in there, and he's just made a move back to Man City. So I'm putting Burnley down in 19th place, just after Leeds. So yeah, another promoted team.
Another promoted team. Stephen.
Yeah.
Burnley just signed Dubravka as well to replace Trafford. So
Bit of experience.
yeah, not a bad signing there.
Yeah, they've spent a bit. I just don't think they have enough. I think that they brought in what's his name, Breuer from Chelsea, but even then,
He's got to stay
I
fit.
just don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
My 19, I've gone with the Black Cats, Sunderland. Yes,
Okay.
I know. Another promoted team. I do think it's going to be a lot closer this year, though. I do think that it's going to be a bit closer. Sunderland's brought in a bit of experience as well. They got Shaka's gone there. The winger from Brighton has gone there. A bit of trickery. So I think obviously Shaka's going to be a big signing. He's going to be a massive signing. Them captain his country, he's captain Arsenal, he's captain Leverkusen, and
He's going to be so big, he's going to be getting into 19th place.
well. Hang on, I did say it's going to be close, but I do think it's somebody relegated. It's going to be a lot closer this year, I think.
Yeah.
Bottom 3 teams were relegated with 5 games to go last year.
Well, don't be so negative.
Well, I'm going with a bit something different. 19th place, I've got Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Wow.
Now, obviously, Cunha, big player for them, has gone. There's also obviously rumours that Hwang is on his way out as well, right? I think they struggled last year, to say the least. They didn't excite me. Obviously, they got 4 points against Spurs, which who wouldn't? Who couldn't do that? But yeah, I'm going with something a bit different this year. I'm not going to put all 3 newly promoted teams in the bottom 3. I've gone with Wolverhampton Wanderers at 19th.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Leeds, Wolves. They ended strong. They were in relegation battle for majority of the season, and then they kicked away. Literally, you win 2 games on the bounce, and you're out of there last year, and just because the other 3 teams were terrible. So, and that's why Spurs were a bit lucky as well.
Yeah, because they're that bad. That was it the lowest wins for a team in the season that didn't get relegated?
Yeah, exactly. And we'll
And Spurs has a record.
and we'll clear.
So we're very lucky. However, Wolverhampton Wanderers in my 19th position. Watch this space.
Sure, I'll watch.
Moving on. 18th, the final relegation spot. Adam, what are you thinking?
You've just said them. I'm going with Wolves. 18th place.
wow.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think
Huge.
there's a few people that have just left. I just don't think they can manage, and they haven't really brought too much talent in. And like you said, they struggled a lot last year. A couple of wins towards the end of the season, or results sort of kept them abroad, and I just don't think they'll do it again. And I don't think, like Steve said, I don't think it's going to be another year with all promoted teams going back down. If that would happen again, that'd be 3 years in a row, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Not going to happen.
I don't think so. There's a couple of teams in the Premier League that haven't done good business this window. So, I think it's going to be a lot closer than we think. But 18, I've gone with Wolves.
Well, that's interesting because I have gone 18 Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Wow. Okay.
Cunha's gone.
Nice.
I heard that Hwang could be on his way out.
Where'd you that?
Live on the pod.
The best place where to get your news from.
Yeah, I
Very
think,
nice.
like we said, last year those bottom three teams were terrible. I think it's going to be a lot more competitive this year, and it might be, it could be their last year in the Premier League.
Mm. Well, I've gone for something a bit different, and I'm going to have to disappoint you guys with my 18th.
Don't do it.
The Brentford pod
Oh, I'm leaving.
is going down. The Brentford pod is going
I'm
down.
leaving.
Yeah, it's I'm not shocked, to be fair.
They've lost their coaching staff.
Yeah.
They've lost some big players. You know, there still could be potentially more outgoings as well.
Yeah.
And what done it for me was I was on Twitter, or X now as it's called, and a Brentford supporter had posted a photo of their new coaching staff in their new training kit walking out, and they just said, "This kit and these people just stinks of relegation." And I'm gonna, you know what? That's what's made my decision. So I'm going Brentford pod, 18th place, the final relegation position. All right. So as we move out of relegation positions, I reckon we'll start to speed it up a bit. I reckon going through the names.
Mhm.
You can have a quick comment after you say. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We'd like to hear your thoughts.
Sure.
I don't want to hear a whole story.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
17th place, Adam.
Just mentioned it, Brentford. They've had Mbuemo on his way out. Captain Norgard has gone. Flecken has gone, and Wissa looks like he is on his way out as well. So yeah, Brentford is just above relegation for me. Like you said, coaching staff's it's a bit shaky. He was a set piece coach, right? I think. We're giving him a go, obviously, but it's a big risk. Big risk.
Stephen, who's just above relegation for you?
17th, I've gone with Brentford.
Well, at least we're very aligned.
Should we tell everyone, Steve, that you just left my house? Should we tell everyone? Get it together.
You share notes.
On Friday night, we did.
Share each other's homework. All right. Oh, I've gone 17. I've gone Burnley.
Okay.
Okay.
I think they're going to just survive relegation.
Nice.
Just, only because, like I said, for the reason that the other two, 18th and 19th, will just be worse. That's all.
Okay.
Moving up the ladder, 16th position.
Wow, 16th. I made this mistake last year with these. I'm not doing it again. I've gone West Ham, 16th place. Last year I had me 5th. We're not doing that again. West Ham fans, I'm so sorry, but we're not doing that again. I like you hear whispers and a bit of news in the back end behind the scenes of the club's not run that great, and they haven't had too much success in the window so far. A few people are leaving. I mean, still managed to hang on Bowen. I don't know how that's happened, but
he's not going anywhere.
Well, I heard Madrid. You want to hear about Madrid?
You heard for yourself.
He's blown. I've had enough.
No, so West Ham 16th for me. West Ham.
Stephen, 16th?
16th, I've gone Burnley.
Ooh.
Yeah. Look, I do think they will survive, but I also want to see Scotty Parker survive. So that's my main reason for putting them a little bit higher. Not 17th, 16th.
The Scotty Parker effect. 16th, I've gone West Ham. I've gone West Ham. Again, come out the same mistake as we did last year. I think, like Adam said, haven't been the strongest in the window so far, and they just keep on sliding down. 15th place.
15th. I'm giving them a bit of praise here, but I'm going with Sunderland. They're going pretty high up for me, so I think they've just done. They spent such good money. Well, they spent a lot of money, but they're bringing some decent players. Diarra, Adingra, I like from Brighton too, and you guys mentioned Zaka as well. So I think Sunderland are going to be that one team, promoted team that's going to make it out.
I like it.
Huge.
Stephen.
For me, 15th is Bournemouth. Bournemouth, yeah. I think they're pretty well last year, but again, lost a couple of players. Don't think they're going to replace those, especially in defence. So I don't think they'll be in a relegation battle. I've got a couple of teams where I think any of they could finish in and around here, and obviously we'll get there. But Bournemouth, I think 15th.
15th, I've gone Sunderland.
Just at his
I've
house,
gone
mate.
Sunderland. And obviously, I'm not going to obviously talk about the signings that they make because I've just gone through them. But when I think of Sunderland, when I think of Premier League, I also think of Sunderland. And I think they're going to try and do what they can to keep in the league, to become a staple once again in the Premier League. Sunderland got the derby against Newcastle. It's proper Barclays.
Yeah.
That's proper Barclays.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the other reason why I've gone Sunderland so high, 15th. That was actually one of my bold predictions, hence the reason why I've gone for a second bold prediction. So obviously not too bold if Adam's also going for a 15th Sunderland. 14th.
14th. I've gone with Brighton. I think Brighton always do decent business, but I think they've let go of a few players this window. Yao Pedro's, I think, is a big loss. And there's talks of Belieber going to United.
That Belieber.
So I just don't know.
He's unreal.
Yeah.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
Actually, like, I mean, there was rumours and stuff like that the Spurs were looking for a 6th. His name was popping up, and I was begging for him. He's genuinely unreal. So I wouldn't surprise me if he goes to United and they pay some big money for him because
well, that's what I think that the issue is this price tag is so big, but he's very good. But the thing is,
churn them out, bro.
Yeah. Defensive midfielders, like Basuma, he came to Spurs. Caicedo, he's moved on to Chelsea.
Yeah.
And now this fella, oh my God.
And I reckon this fella is the best of the three.
Yeah.
He's that good. He's that good. So there's the tip.
I mean, they've got a few players that have hung around, but I think we'll see. But Brighton's my 14th.
Stephen, 14th?
14th, I have gone Everton. Yeah, you just don't know with Everton. You just don't know. The last couple of years could have easily gone down. I think, again, they're in my little group where don't think they'll be near relegation, but I think they'll be playing some pretty average football in their new stadium as well.
They're in the market for Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
So that could spice some things up.
Yeah.
14th, I've gone Bournemouth. Same reasons why. But before they've lost some players. Obviously, lost the left back Kirkes to Liverpool. They've lost. I'm gonna have a crack at his last name, Zabani. Ilya Zabani. I'm pretty sure he's off to PSG. I don't know if it's been confirmed yet.
Centre back, the young centre back.
Hoyson. They just lost. Yeah, there's a few people.
Yeah, they've obviously done very well last year. They've got a really good setup and stuff like that. But when you lose some of your big players, it does knock you out. I think it's going to knock them down a few pegs, down to 14th. 13th position.
Oh, I'm actually going with Bournemouth. Yeah, you just mentioned it. There's just too many players going out. And there's still a couple of weeks left. They might bring people in, but for right now, I think it's a bit shaky. But there's certain players that have hung around that I'm very surprised that have sort of renewed contracts. Like I thought Semenyo would have been snatched up quickly, but he's re-signed a new deal. So I just think Bournemouth lost too many players, especially in the back line. I don't know how they'll manage to hang around. Mid-table, still not bad. But
13th, I've gone the Hammers. So they're in that last little team in that group for me, where I think they're better than the other two, Everton, Bournemouth. I think they've got that Jared Bowen. They've got Paqueta, players that can just turn a game, a bit more quality than the other teams below them. So I've put them in 13th.
13th, I've gone for Forest.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
The captain doesn't want to be there. And the number 10 doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to be there. I'm telling you. He's held hostage.
You reckon?
He said in the interview.
Hey, Marinakis, just on the sideline.
Hostage.
Marinakis had a gun behind his back.
He had to mention Marinakis' name.
Call me Mister.
He mentioned his name about 100 times in the first 3 minutes of that interview. He's being held hostage. He doesn't want to be there. I can tell you now, yes, they had a breakout season last year. They had brilliant. They started to fade away towards the end. I don't think that's a surprise. I think, obviously, teams probably misjudged them. I think teams must have obviously underestimated them a bit and continue to do so. And I think, as well, they won't make the same mistake this year with a lot of teams. and I think they will get found out. I think they're very plan A and plan A only side, and I think they're going to get found out. Especially, obviously, they brought some players in as they always do. They've lost Elanga to Newcastle, but I think they're going to get found out. So they're my 13. 12.
12 gone with Everton. I think Moyes has come in and he's done like a decent job towards the end of last year, and they got some results. And if they do bring in some players, that I think it could be, they brought in Shrewsbury Hall as well that came in. And if Grealish comes in through as well, I think might liven up the place a little bit and play some good football. As you said, the stadium too.
How likely is that? Do you think?
I think the biggest thing is like them paying his wages, and obviously he's on humongous money. So
he also doesn't want to go too far of a step down as well.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be good for him.
100%.
I think it'll be good for him because when he was at Villa, he was unchained. He could play whatever he wanted to do. He was the man. I think he'll have that freedom role if he goes to Everton under Moyes. I don't think he'll restrict him tactically as much as obviously Pep did. And I think he will be unchained, and I think he will do a lot better. I'm not saying expect this much from him, but he will start to become his old Grealish again. So
the World Cup's next year too. If he wants to get back in that squad, he's going to have to start playing. So it's I think it's probably going to be up to him. But I think it's the wages is the issue, getting it over the line.
Stephen?
City would have to pay for part of his wages for sure. There's no way.
If it's a loan deal, I reckon that's how they'll work it out for sure.
Yeah.
What are you up to? 12. I have gone Forest. Yeah. Obviously, like James said, lost a couple of plays, but they've got another competition to worry about this year, don't they?
They do.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
So what are they going to prioritise? Do they have the depth to deal with both, like Spurs did very well last year? So, challenging season. I think, again, we're nowhere near relegation. I think they're too good for that. But 12th for Forest.
I've got Everton as well. Obviously, we connected before the podcast and we wrote off a few teams together. But for the exact reason, I think Moyes will, more settled now there. He'll do a decent job with them in the new stadium. And I think if they get someone in like Grealish, I think it's definitely going to give him a big boost, morale boost. 11.
Oh, I've gone with Fulham. I think they're always a solid team, and they're just a mid-level table. I think they've got the wide variety of players, and they've got their strengths, but they've also got their weaknesses, and there's pros and cons to their team, but I think they always manage to stick in that middle table level. So Fulham, I think for me, haven't had too much transfer news, but I think it's did all right, and we know the groundskeeper, so I'm going mid-table.
Shout out,
Cameron Box.
Box in the box. I've also gone Fulham at number 11. Look, I don't think too much activity in the transfer market, but I think they're a pretty settled squad. Marco Silva, he's been there for a while. They can turn up on their day and beat, maybe not anyone, but bit like Everton, I was saying, and West Ham, I was saying, bit too much quality in that team. I think they've got quality all over the park, but not quality to be pushing for Europe.
Okay. 11th, I've gone Brighton.
Okay.
I've gone Brighton. I think, losing João Pedro, obviously losing Baleba as well. If they lose him, it's gonna take a big knock. And obviously, like I said, they keep on producing these players, but I think it's gonna knock them down a few pegs in the table this season. And so I've gone with Brighton 11th. I mean, this mid-table is very tough to try and organise. But I think, because of those reasons, I've gone with them just outside of the top 10.
Just the middle, right? And the rest of it's easy, as we saw last year.
It's easy. Exactly. All right, moving to the top 10. Who have we got 10th place?
I've got Forest. I really rated Elanga as a player. And I think, he went for decent money, but I think it's going to be hard to replace that, and I don't know who they're going to put on that side. But as you said, Gibbs White's gone back there now. Who knows if he wants to be there or not? but he's there. I think they've still got a decent strength in their squad. They lost, I think it was Danilo as well that's left, and they brought in who's the keeper? Sells. I think he did really well last year as well. So I think, look, we'll see how we go. I think they've got a decent squad though. So Forest is 10th for me.
Stephen, who creeps into your top 10?
Top 10, I've got Brighton. Just sneaking in there. Yeah, again, part of my the middle where you just think, where are they going to go? Where do you fit these teams in? I think I was impressed the way Palace finished last year, and I didn't know where to put these two teams. And obviously, the way Palace played this morning, I've actually put them ninth. I might just put that out there now. I had them the other way around before today. But yeah, Brighton 10.
I've actually gone Crystal Palace 10th.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Look,
Wow.
the reason being is because there's still some shadow of a doubt as to Gahey's future and Eze's future. And I think if they lose them two, I think they'll finish 10th. And it's looking likely they probably will because there's too many teams circling for those two.
Yeah.
If they hold on to them, I reckon they'll finish higher. They'll finish higher.
Yeah.
But I've only put them 10th because there's the shadow of doubt whether they'll still be there. Because Glasgow's done a fantastic job.
Yeah.
He's really settled that team. I think that could really cause a lot of problems for a lot of teams.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I'm allowed to put an asterisk like I did last year.
No.
But that's only because I'm assuming those two will leave. I think they're expecting them to leave. But again, if those two do stay, they'll finish higher. 9th place.
I have gone with Manchester United. I think they're going to be creeping back up. They've done good business, and you hate it because how bad they did last year, and they've just still gone and spent so much money. But yeah, they've brought in good players. Look, I think they still need to get rid of a lot of players. But I think they've done good business, and their pre-seasons seems to be going pretty well. And look, I think last year was last year, and I think they've made improvements. So I think we'll see them creep back into the top 10.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. I did mention Palace for my 9th place. If they keep their players, if their players stay fit, I agree with you, James. They could easily finish higher up the table. But Eze doesn't seem to have a full season in him. Mateta gets injured here and there. So, 9th place for me. James, over to you.
Thank you. And I've gone with Fulham, 9th place.
Oh,
just a solid squad. Marco Silva knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He can get results. I don't think he's got enough quality there to challenge for European positions, but I think he's better than the rest. That's where I'm putting Fulham because they're just there. They'll pop up with the result here and there that you unexpected, but they'll typically get the points when they're supposed to. So 9th place, Fulham. Into the 8. Adam, now we're starting to get juicy.
With Newcastle is in my 8th place.
It's Newcastle.
Yeah. These guys have had the most unlucky transfer window. It's got to be in history. They've been linked with about 8 players, and they've all gone elsewhere. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You don't know if it's wages. They're obviously just creeping over the financial fair play rules at the moment. But they've just been a lucky look, and they've had some injuries now. I think Gordon went down in their last preseason friendly. Isaac's obviously is the big news of the summer. Don't know if he's going to be there or not. I think they're going to struggle, man. They don't. Hilal.
Potentially.
They've obviously creeped back into Champions League football. I don't see it going well for them. So yeah, Newcastle's my 8.
Stephen?
8th, I've gone Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, I have.
Understandable.
Yeah, look, I think it's going to be a massive season. New coach, first time playing in Europe. Already we're dealing with 7 injuries, I think I counted before.
Yep, it's Andrew's fault.
It's definitely Andrew's fault. Honestly, I was very close to putting Palace and Brighton ahead of them, but
Yeah.
I've stuck them 8th, and I couldn't put them any higher than that, unfortunately.
Well, look, my 8th and 7th place, it was literally
no.
a toss of a coin. It was a toss of a coin. And I've made a late change. I've gone with Manchester United 8th place. I've gone with Manchester United in 8th place. Only because I think they're obviously getting a lot of players. You know, I heard Donnarumma now is in the way. They've got to get rid of the keeper that they've got.
Yeah.
Right. And I think it's going to take a bit of time for them to gel, for them to operate, for them to work. I think they're still going to struggle against them. I feel like they're not going to get the results that people would expect them to get most of the time, because obviously Amarin coming in, he's been there for a little while now, but he hasn't been there long enough to really implement what he wants. It's his first transfer window to try and bring in players that he wants to try and implement something. So it was a toss of a coin between 7th and 8th. I've gone with 8th just because I feel like they're just a bit unsettled as a team. I think that'd be exciting. I think they'll start to slowly creep up. But 8th. 7th place.
Oh.
I'm starting to get to the European places now.
I've gone with the mighty Spurs. You'd mentioned it. It's obviously a lot higher than where they previously were last year, and I definitely think they'll play some better football. It's just the injuries that you guys have. I don't know, if you can keep some players fit, and you're obviously doing business to bring in some more players now.
Hopefully.
But I definitely think you'll creep into European football. Yeah, it just depends how the year goes for you guys, or the season, shall I say.
Probably just win the Champions League.
Yeah, may as well.
Why not?
Stephen, who you got 7th?
7th, I have gone Manchester United. Yes. I think they'll be that team that will beat those top 6 teams consistently, but also drop those games against bottom half of the table.
Yeah.
Like James said, they'll be exciting. Whole new front three. And they're all quality players. You can say one came from, or 2 teams, sorry. Did we all put Wolves in our bottom 3? They signed, I would say probably their best player. They signed Brentford's best player. People are saying, they only come from Brentford, they only come from Wolves. But look who they've signed over the years. Look who they've signed for the last 20 years. They've always grabbed those gun players from, those teams that are getting relegated. Valencia was their best right winger for a while after Ronaldo left. He came from a relegated
They have a good team.
Yeah, and they've still got Bruno, who will sit behind them. So their attack will be very exciting. But I just don't think they fix up their defence and their goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Harry Maguire, Onana in goal. Come on. You need to fix it.
Hey, you know who used to play for them?
Who, United?
Scared the shit out of me.
Oh my god.
Scared the shit out of me.
You idiot.
We've got to my 7th place. And I've gone with Tottenham Hotspur. Again, I think obviously we'll be a lot better. I think the football will be a lot better. Obviously, injuries to start the season haven't been great. And again, there's a toss of a coin between us and 7th or 8th. I've only gone 8th because I've seen some of the players we've been linked with, so fingers crossed, hopefully we'll get them over the line. But Thomas Frank's new season, we've got European football to contend with. I don't think we'll be challenging for anything top 4, and I'm okay with that. I just want to see more stable, more stability on the pitch, more exciting football. We looked a lot defensively stronger already, especially from set pieces, and we'll look more threatening from set pieces. So I think we'll be a better, more rounded team this season. Thomas Frank's first year. 7th place would be brilliant. Top 6 Europa League positions. 6th place, Adam.
Purely, my 6th place is purely if the team stays as is. I've gone with Palace.
Wow. That's...
I've gone with Palace. I don't honestly. From what if you go back to the 2 recent title games, and what they did to Man City and how they even played against Liverpool, they just have such a well-rounded squad. Like you said, there's teams going around for players now, and it's likely that'll happen. But if it sticks to what it is, and Steve said as well, if they stay fit, they have a good squad. They've got good players, and they haven't done any business at all this summer. They spent like $2 million or something.
Well, looks like we're going to keep on to Adam Wharton, who's as a defensive midfielder,
top player,
unreal,
top player.
But yeah, you're right. Like I said, I had them down at 10th, but that's with the assumption that they're going to lose those 2.
Yeah.
And like I said, if they don't lose any of those players, they'll be a lot higher.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I like it.
Exciting. They're exciting. They're well-rounded. Exciting wing-backs. They got Eze. Is he going to stay there? I don't know.
Yeah.
6th place, Newcastle United. The Magpies. Bit of what Adam said about not too much happening in the transfer market. I think it's going to bring competition for Murphy on the right-hand side. I think he's a much better player than Murphy. Isaac thing, again, very interesting. Adam, you mentioned Gordon. If Isaac goes, Gordon will probably play through the middle.
Yeah.
Callum Wilson has moved on as well.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how bad that Gordon injury is. So that's what I'm at. I don't even know how that's going to go now.
Mm-hmm.
So see what happens.
They haven't really lost anyone, really.
No.
So you'd think
I think you know what? I think they had a pretty bad preseason. I think they lost all 6 of their preseason games.
Yeah, look, that
preseason's preseason,
good, but yeah.
Look, 6th I've gone for Newcastle as well.
Ooh.
And that's where if they lose or they keep Isak, either way, they're going to. I think they're going to finish still just in those European places. I think they've still got enough quality around the squad. They've retained pretty much everyone else. Bruno Guimaraes is still there. He's still an unbelievable player. The defense are animals. Still going to be a tough place to go play to get a result. They have to use, if they do sell Isak, use the money to go big on somebody. And I think they've still got a good enough squad under Eddie Howe's been there for a long time now to see them in 6th place.
Problem is, who do they buy? A lot of people have already gone places. And if you've got to spend big money, you're going to get big money. I don't know who they'd go for.
Well, they will spend it. If they get it, they will spend it. And they'll have no choice but to spend it.
You could buy a few people. You could buy a few people, but
they'll have to make a statement signing for number 9. They have to. They'll find someone. I'm sure they'll find somebody. But 5th.
Oh, 5th. 5th. I have gone with Aston Villa. Obviously, same thing. They haven't had too much movement in the market, and they've obviously lost all of those players that they've had on loan now. So, and there's talk about Watkins potentially moving on, and they're obviously PSR rules with them as well. So, I don't know. They might have movement in the next couple of weeks. We'll see. But they it's the same thing as Newcastle. I think for me, they've still got a strong squad. So if they can hang on to certain things and certain players, obviously, Emery's still an unbelievable coach and can do wonders. So I think they'll be all right. So I'm going with Villa, 5th place.
Very nice. I've also got Villa, and you mentioned his name. Unai Emery is the main reason why I think they will be up there again. Again, a very well-rounded team. They went big last year, signing those players on loan, which they've had to let go. No European football this year? Or are they still playing Conference League or something? Where did they finish last year?
No, they didn't.
Where did you
Well,
anticipate?
they're not
them to
playing.
finish?
Oh no, wait.
League.
No, they're European sixth. Villa.
Yeah, they're playing Europa
Okay.
League.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, but they
Yeah.
haven't got the Champions League to contend with this year.
No.
No.
So they still want to, Emery is he's known for competing and winning the Europa League. I'm pretty sure he's won that a few times, so they would want to win that. But I think he would also be wanting to push for the top four. I think they need to stay fit. I think they need to stay fit. Ollie Watkins, if he stays, he needs to be fit. Morgan Rogers is going to be very important for them. He was amazing last year, and if he goes on to another level again this year, they could be dangerous.
Well, in 5th place, I've gone for Villa.
Wow.
And the reason being,
Wow.
Emery.
Wow.
Yeah, obviously I'm not going to repeat what you guys have just said, but for the exact same reasons. However, I was considering putting them lower because I feel like some clubs may see what Spurs done or Ange done last year and sacrifice the league position for a trophy. And I'm thinking, like you just said, Emery and the Europa League do fit together hand in hand. That's a ticket into the Champions League for them as well. I think they might finish lower. I know I have put them 5th for obvious reasons.
This bloke puts them 5th, but he goes, I think they'll finish lower.
Yeah,
put them lower.
Put them
lower. Should we go back? We'll go back to 20 and do it all again.
They may
Another
start
asterisk.
to prioritise Europa League if they start to qualify to the final rounds of the Europa League and win the trophy. I think that's what I see happening for them. So that's watch this space.
There you go.
Champions League positions.
Top 4 Champions League.
Top 4, the juicy part. It's just controversy corner here, I think. We have, but I've actually put City in 4th.
Wow, City.
Yeah,
City.
I just feel like, look, they've brought in some amazing players, but I think they struggled to find form. And I think it was the unexpected results, even in that Club World Cup. They're having the biggest break now coming into it. Rodri is now injured again, apparently, until I think for a couple of months or until the end of September or something. Look, Haaland's back, everyone's back, and like I said, maybe Savinho's going to go. So I think Pep's burnt out. He wants to go. He wants a full-time holiday. The City's 4th for me.
Interesting.
Signing a new contract.
He's going to get tired like Jurgen Klopp does, relax.
He just gets a few scratches, that's about it.
I'll both be on holiday soon. Don't worry.
Travago ads.
That's hilarious saying that comes on. You didn't go on Travago.
Stephen, you got 4th place.
4th place, I have Chelsea. Yeah. I think at the start of last year and the year before, everyone's like, who the hell are these players? What's their best squad? I think they've lost Colwell, may have lost him for the year.
They've got 9 other centre backs. And
they've got 9 other centre backs. Sure, they'll probably buy another. I think they, especially after the first maybe 2 weeks, they probably already know what their best 11 is now. So, and you look at that 11 versus 2-3 years ago, so much better. And they played a year together now. Caicedo was amazing last year. Enzo, Palmer, and now you'll think he's going to play up top, João Pedro.
Yeah.
So it could be in for a big one.
And look,
absolutely,
I've gone Chelsea 4th. And for exactly that starting 11 is genuinely scary. I said during the Club World Cup to you guys, that starting 11 is scary. They're actually really good. I don't think they're at that next level yet to start challenging for the title. They could prove me wrong, but I don't think they're there yet. But I think they're better than the teams we've just listed behind them.
Yeah.
I think they're better than the teams we've just listed behind them.
And they've got
for the fault of their own teams. But I think Cole Palmer will come into his own again this year. I think he's Unreal. So,
Yeah.
fourth Chelsea.
Wow.
Top three.
Top three. Here we go. Uno, dos, tres. They're gonna love this. I've gone with Arsenal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just think, look, they've done good business, but look, everyone said they needed their striker, and they've got their striker. I'm not going to say he's going to do bad, but I just think every year it's sort of been the exact same thing. So it was tough to pick from second to third, depending on how they were going to go. But I just don't think they're going to creep over the line again. And look, and this is also going to fold down to injuries, and if a few players are going to leave now, then obviously I think they've finished with the business they've done. But I just don't see it. And you'd mentioned, obviously, Liverpool, Chelsea now, and I think they're at levels now. So with Chelsea, that's obviously improved.
Top two
Yeah, I don't know who you got there.
Wow. So, yeah, Arsenal's third.
Yeah, look, I just want to say, I think these top four will be clear of the rest. I don't think anyone else will be challenging, and I think any of them could. I think Chelsea could go deep, real deep. Arsenal, I've got Arsenal third as well. Yes, they have strengthened, but so has everyone else. And
exactly.
I think Adam's writing City off, putting them fourth. They've lost De Bruyne, but he's about 40 years old, so he did nothing last year. They signed some exciting attacking midfielders. Could be back up and running. So while we're talking about, hang on, we're talking about third.
Yeah, you don't know third place.
I don't know who's in my top two yet. Third, Arsenal. Like I said, so good side. That signings that they needed, but I still don't think they've got enough to win.
Yeah.
I've gone Arsenal third.
Oh my god!
That's 3 out of 3.
I can't believe you've done that.
And I'll tell you why.
What are you cheering for?
Get out!
You saw our predictions last year, how rubbish they were.
Get out!
Good for yourself, mate.
So, and the reason why I said about Villa potentially finishing lower than fifth and prioritising the Europa League, I think the drums will start beating for Arteta. I think, obviously, seeing last year 4 different teams win a trophy, I think their fans are going to start, asking them to prioritise a trophy. I think he may start to sacrifice. I think they're going to be good enough to make the top 4 and obviously come third. I think he'll probably recognise that City, whoever the top 2 are in my list, are probably just a step above. They can't be catched. And I think he'll probably prioritise winning a trophy. And that's where he's obviously that's why they're going to win the league. They're going to concentrate on winning a cup. Because it's a great feeling. We've all been there.
Yeah, experienced it. All of us.
Yeah,
this is the best.
Until they do it.
All right, top 2. Second place.
I've gone with Chelsea. Chelsea. I will say injuries have obviously potentially started to happen, and I don't think they've had the biggest break after the Club World Cup. So I think that might be potentially an only downfall for them. But like you said, the depth in that squad and the business that they're still continuing to do. I think Xavi, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Simons.
Xavi Simons.
And even Garnacho apparently is on their list too. Like, it's just, it's never ending. And it's I just, crazy. Honestly, and like you said before, like everyone thought it was insane with these huge contracts and bringing in all these players. But it's been justified now. I think they're starting to show results. And I think they're gonna challenge this year. I think they're gonna do really well. And there was at a point middle of last season that they actually were, I think, second or even first for a little bit. So I think they're gonna do good. They're gonna be strong contenders.
Stephen?
I think Chelsea might do the reverse of what they did last year and finish strong towards the end. They started strong, like you said, last year, and they kind of died off a little bit. I think what you said about the Club World Cup, I did forget about that. They obviously went deep. They wouldn't have much of a pre-season, if you like, but I think they're good enough to...
That was their pre-season.
I mean, that was their pre-season. They went straight into it. Anyway, top two. I've got Manchester City. I had to with the amount of signings that the other mob made. I just could not. I had to put them first. But I really hope City pushed them all the way.
1 second, silence for a bit.
Oh my god! I think everyone's forgotten about City. There's been so much talk about Liverpool, so much talk about Arsenal signing strikers, so much talk about Chelsea, as there always is.
Yeah, it's just because
Spurs.
they've done their business early. City have done their business super early,
which means they've gelled with the squad for 2 months now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, second place, I've gone for City.
Oh,
I've gone Man City. Yeah, I think Haaland will be back. I think he will be back. He's going to have some fresh, exciting talent around him. He's going to buzz off it. I have re-bought him back into my fantasy team.
So have I.
Disclosure.
I had to sacrifice 3 players
Jesus
to bring
Christ.
him in. Because my team was just that stacked. And I only did it this afternoon because just looking at the players he's going to have around him, I reckon he's going to have a field day. Season, can you say?
Yeah, sure.
So, I think Pep, he'll be re-energized. He'll be ready to go.
How good was Mamouche at the end of last season, right? He was the one scoring all the goals. Haaland will be like, no.
But that's the thing with Pep. I'm going full disclosure. I've got no City midfielders because you don't know who they're going to play. But you know Haaland is always going to be there. Yeah. And I think, he's going to take advantage of a lot of goals this season. I think he will score a lot of goals.
It's just, what you do, it's the same as Chelsea. If you actually take a look at their squad, it's ridiculous.
No, look, I think Chelsea's squad's a bit more settled. Like, you know who's going to be playing.
Oh, yeah. In regards to that.
Pep loves the rotation.
Yeah, he does.
Especially in that midfield. He loves the rotation.
Yeah.
First place.
And it leaves one spot.
It does. The one and only. The Reds. We've all picked Liverpool. Liverpool. And I think potentially, look, you never know. But if you're going to look at the transfer market, it's rightly so. They're winning. I think they've even shocked Liverpool supporters, to be fair. It's just the money that we sort of spent, done business sort of quite quickly. Players have now gone out, started to make money back from what we've actually spent, so it doesn't actually look ridiculous. The only thing is now, if this Isaac deal actually happens, it's just going to be a lot of money. But if you look back over the last couple of seasons, we haven't spent money. So that's the business that I think was waiting to happen, but it's happened all at once, which has sort of shocked everyone.
Do you think they'll sign then? If they don't get Isak, they'll have to sign another striker?
I think so now. Unfortunately, you got Nunez just left, Diaz left, and unfortunately what happened with Jota's that's happened. And I think Gapco was the only one, and you've got that Rio's on the side too, but he's 16 years old. It's not going to happen. He's going to be a squad pay, you know what I mean? As good as he might be. I think it's the next 3 weeks. I
don't think Gakpo will play as a number 9 either.
No, and business doesn't seem to be finishing anytime soon. And I saw now, before we actually started the podcast, Simi Cass is looking at leaving too. So there's a lot of people that are...
He's not going to get any game time. I mean, look, I think they've really improved in that left back position.
100%. Yeah.
I don't see Robertson getting a preferred run
in
starting position.
No.
But I think that midfield as well will be a lot more settled for another season together. Regardless of bringing Isak in or not, you got Ekatike there. I think he will be a starter. Obviously, Salah will be a starter. It's just that, will they play Ekatike up top? Will they play him on the left to make way for Isak, or will they play, Gakpo on the left? Either way, they've got such firepower up front. The business that they've done,
and they're young. Ekatike is 21. Wirtz is 22. He's played
Wirtz,
30.
I completely forgot about
He's
Wirtz as
played
well.
30 games for Germany. This bloke. He's 22 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was today, man. I was watching him play. It's
Class.
unbelievable. Like, it's just like vision. He sees everything.
Yeah.
It's like he just glides up and down the field.
And Van Dijk's got to go.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like it's finished too. You mentioned Gay here. Like, we obviously talks for another centre back. There's another striker position. There's players looking at coming out. But it's also one of these things that it's going to happen, but it's happening so close to the season. You don't know if that's a good thing or not. Like, it's going to take time for this. Players will have pre-seasons, but you need to gel as a team too. So
It's a long season.
we're going to have to say, yeah, it is too. And there's plenty of games to play, and we'll see. But yeah, the business was just scary from Liverpool. No one really expected it. Yeah, let's do it.
What are we thinking? I've gone Haaland. No surprise there. I think he'll be back top of the pops. Golden boot.
Great choice.
I'm going to go... I just don't know who Liverpool's number 9 is going to be. There's still obviously business to do. I think it's either going to be Ekatike or Isak.
They've spent 500. They've got $500 million. They still don't know
Honestly,
what they're doing.
It's insane. That's what it's either going to be one of those two, Ekatike or Isak.
Imagine having that problem.
Boot.
Imagine having that problem. Oh my god.
Best problem I've had in my life.
Wow, really?
Unbelievable.
All right, so we're off a golden boot. Adam was just giving us the whole Liverpool squad. And players that not even in Liverpool yet.
I have gone Erling Haaland number 1, followed by Ollie Watkins.
Oh,
Weird.
Yeah.
Odd.
Second.
All right.
Who have you got second?
Bold predictions. Bold predictions.
well, all right. My bold prediction, even though I put them as 6th, if Palace stay as they are, I could even see them challenging for Champions League. You heard it here first.
Right.
Heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Oh
Can you
my
imagine
God.
Palace get relegated? I'll be fucking spewing.
They all go. It's a
Whole team.
Mateta.
They go on strike.
Oh my god. Alright, I was just trying to find something a bit different. So I've got Mohamed Kudus to be the most fouled player this season.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Something a bit different.
I can see why. Obviously, he takes players on. He's very forward, attacking, whatever. I think he tries to stay on his feet too much. I don't think he will go down and look for the fouls.
Well, actually, I had if Savinho
Because he's
signs,
that
I was going to put him, but he hasn't signed yet. So,
All right. You now have extra players haven't even signed yet.
Right.
He is very strong.
Fucking
Well
a millionaire
done.
here.
Getting you cutting me out again.
Put your nightcap on.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, can we take that? Oh, I'm going to throw up. Oh.
I'm going to bold prediction. My bold prediction. Oh, it'll be a genuine one.
I got another one. After you.
Wait. I've gone with Mbeumo to score 20 plus goals.
Wow. Didn't he do it this year? He can do it again.
In a better team, who would have thought? Bold.
No.
Oh,
The bold
God.
prediction, because no one would anticipate him in a new club. He's been at Brentford for that many years. To go to United, who's struggling, but I think all the goals are going to come from him. I think he's going to be the one who scores. When United score, it's going to be him. So I've gone And we're my 20 plus goals bold prediction. All right, so what's your other one?
My other one was Adam
shit.
wears pajamas at 3 goal rushes this year.
It's good odds. It's good odds. It's good odds.
You reckon
All right.
Adam's going to the game against Arsenal. I reckon he's got to wear his pajamas there too.
Put some Liverpool pajamas. Oh, let's wrap it up. This is our longest
Pajamas,
episode
wrap
yet.
it.
Oh my god.
Wrap
Jesus.
it. Oh,
Too much
my
love.
God.
Thanks for watching and listening.
Guys, that was our FPL prediction. FPL. It's not even FPL. Oh my god.
Oh my god. No, we just want to say thanks for everyone who's joined our FPL this year so far. Really appreciate it. And remember to be jersey of your choice. Any jersey. Any jersey.
Yeah.
Your choice.
Yeah, but we picked it.
All right, I reckon we have Bozza play us out a bit.
Send us off. Guys, thanks everyone for tuning in again. Let us know what your prediction. Let us know. Oh my god. Oh, guys. See you next time. Let us know what your predictions are. We're going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching.
This was not